What's up? Once again, it is your guy, Mark My Words, coming to you with another one, bro. It is Do's and Don'ts series, talking about some things that we should not be doing, right? Some don'ts. We always talk about the do's, things that we can do to enhance ourselves, but a lot of times, bro, we got to remove things out of certain areas of our lives so that we can improve. You know what I mean? Some of these things are weighing us down. So today I just want to talk to you about some don'ts in the area of fatherhood, man. Some things I do not do in fatherhood, and I don't think you should either. All right. So, however you feel about the video, bro. If you have some methods as a father, if you have some things that you do with your kids, or things that you've done with your kids that worked out pretty well for you, please put comments in the comment section, bro. You never know who's watching the videos. You never know who's going to get value from the videos. It is very helpful when you comment about things that you've gone through, because I don't know everything. Nobody watching the video knows everything. And for us to be able to share ideas and things that we can do to get better is why we're here, all right? So also like and subscribe to the channel if you like the information, bro, because that lets me know I'm doing the right content, that I'm putting it out the right way, and that you're getting value from it. So that's a big deal for me, all right? Now, do's and don'ts, man, of fatherhood. And we just want to talk about some things that we don't do, right? That we shouldn't be doing. Maybe things that we were taught that we were supposed to do, but we really shouldn't, because we see things on TV. We saw our fathers do things, perhaps. And most of us, 99% of us, have gotten advice from women on what we should do as fathers, which is weird. It's weird that we're always taking advice about fatherhood from people who aren't fathers. I don't care how good of a mother somebody is, bro, they're not a father. That means they did not wake up with a scrotum and a penis today, and they don't parent kids the same way we do. They do not, right? And they were designed differently for a reason. So it just is what it is. So a lot of us have gotten, directed in the wrong way with things. So there's just a few of the things that I don't do as a father. So number one, bro, one of the things I don't do as a father, I do not do negative talk with my kids, right? So no matter what they're doing, right now, if they need to stop doing something, like say I have a kid that's smoking weed, I would say, son, you need to stop smoking weed, and this is how it's going to enhance your life when you stop. But if they're playing a sport, if they're participating in some type of education process, if they have a new job, if they're in a relationship, no matter what, bro, I'm not going to negative talk it. Either get out of it, or I'm going to talk you up in this situation. I'm always going to tell you that you're great. I'm always going to tell you that you should work hard. I'm always going to tell you that you can be the best possible version in this area of your life if you want to be. A lot of times we don't talk positive enough to our kids, and we allow self-doubt to creep in, and we allow them to develop non-belief in themselves, right? So we can help that a lot, because, bro, they are listening to what you say, right? So I don't do the negative talk when it comes to anything that they do, all right? Now, also, bro, I don't apologize for the father I was 5 years ago. I don't apologize for the father I was a year ago. I don't apologize for not having enough money 10 years ago. You're supposed to get better. Of course you're better now. Why would you be worse? Of course you're a better father now. It's trial and error. You're gonna get better. You're 35 now, dude. You were 25 when you had your first kid. Some of you have been fathers for 20 years. What are you, not supposed to be better right now? Of course you're supposed to be better. If you're doing something for 20 years every damn day, of course you should be getting better. So apologizing for, oh, son, I'm sorry that I wasn't the father I am today. Oh, sorry I couldn't buy you more. Oh, sorry that I had to work so hard. Bro, if you were putting in 100%, if you were doing everything you could do to provide your children with a better life, you don't need to apologize. You do not need to apologize. Now, if you were a sack of shit, if you weren't doing anything with your kids, if you weren't spending time with them, if you were using drugs, then that's different. If you were making conscious decisions to not be a good father, that is different. But that's not most of you. 90% of you watching this have been making a conscious effort to be great fathers since the day you've had your children, and things got in the way. A lot of times it was their mother that got in the way if you had a divorce or if you had a separation, bro. You don't have to apologize for her not making it easy for you. That's just one example. She might have moved away. You might have went to jail. Bro, if you went to jail, so what we say is people went to jail, as if you showed up at the jail and said, hey, I would like to get a room here. Most of you were taken against your will. You didn't want to go. So although you made mistakes to get you in jail, you did not want to be away from your children. Don't get in the habit of saying you're sorry too much, bro. It's hard for you to elevate as a father if you're always apologizing for being a father. Okay? Now, thirdly, and again, this is just a couple of them, bro. But as a father, yo, you're going to go through a lot of things. You're going to go through a lot of things. But a lot of it's self-inflicted. So we take accountability over here of the things we can change. We cause ourselves a lot of damage because we make promises that we cannot keep. Whether those promises are financial, whether those promises are time, vacations, or whether those promises are punishments, right? Accountability. You can't tell your kids the next time you come in here with bad grades, you're going to get punished. The next time you come in here late, son, I'm going to take your keys. The next time I hear about you fighting in school again, you're going to be on punishment for a month. Bro, if you make a promise, you keep it. Especially when it comes to punishment, because what that does is it develops a mindset in your children that when I do things incorrectly, when I break rules, there will be consequences. Because if you're always breaking your promises, bro, they get in the mode of thinking that everyone will break their promises. My dad breaks his promises. Why wouldn't the principal? My dad breaks his promises. Why wouldn't my professors in college? My dad breaks his promises. Why wouldn't these police officers break their promises? The judge. So you're setting them up for failure, bro, if you're always breaking your promises. So don't do it. Don't do it. If you talk to anybody who would consider themselves a great father, or somebody you would consider a great father, I'm guaranteeing you they will tell you they don't break their promises, bro. So if you continue to keep negative talk out of your kids' ears, right? If you're always talking positive to them, always uplifting them, no matter what's going on, right? If you don't apologize for the father you weren't 5 years ago, when you didn't know as much as you know now, when you didn't have the resources you have now, and if you make sure that you don't break promises, bro. Don't break your promises, and I don't care what they are. I don't care what time of day they are. I don't care what the promise. Don't break them. That might mean you might have to stop making some, right? Because sometimes we can't deliver. Sometimes you tell them, I don't really know yet. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. There's nothing wrong with that. If you follow those rules, you will find yourself in a greater spot as a father. And bro, I don't care who you are, what type of man you are. We all want to be great fathers. That's one thing. It doesn't matter what race you are, where you come from, what your nationality is, what language you talk. Most of us, bro, 99% of us want to be great fathers. We got kids, why not be great? All right? Now, if you think this information was valuable, if you are a father and you feel like some of the things that we talked about here was eye-opening and, it hit you in a certain spot, share the video with somebody, bro. Share it with somebody. And sometimes when you share it, right, what I like to do is I share it with one of my guys, and then I leave a voice note. Hey, bro, I was thinking about you. This video, when I was watching it, it just reminded me of you and all the things I learned from you about being a father. I think you would appreciate this. You know what I'm saying? And, bro, listen, you're not understanding what that does for a dude, because you don't know what he's going through. So sometimes that gesture, it's like, damn, bro, I needed that. I appreciate you. Come on, yo. And at the end of the day, a lot of times, that's all we need is, man, little words of affirmation. You know what I'm saying? That's all we need a lot of days. So if you are this guy, right, or you're a young father, you might be struggling with trying to figure out this fatherhood thing, right? because it's not easy and there is no manual. And you feel like you need some attention and maybe somebody to help you plan some things to help you get on the right track. You might have just came home from jail. You might have gone through a separation. You might be a stepfather and you never had biological children. And you need more one-on-one attention. If that is the case, go down in the description. Book a call with me. We'll get on a Zoom. We'll talk about some things, try to figure some things out for you. You might need a family counselor in your area. You might need a psychologist, a therapist, whatever that might be. I can connect you with some people either online or in your area that can help you out. But if you just need somebody to help you, to coach you through this fatherhood thing, through the early stages or the late stages perhaps, book a call. We'll get on a Zoom, bro. We'll handle it, all right? Now, as always, love when you guys tune in with me, because we are here together to learn from each other. That's it. That's it, and that's all, bro, is to get better. That's all I'm doing. I'm doing this so that I can give you some of the game that I had to learn the hard way. Trial and error. So I failed 1,000 times. I know guys that failed 1,000 times. But if we don't share the information, how do we get better as a society, as fathers? And we all know right now, guys, the better we are as fathers, the better our society is. That's it, and that's all. All right? So I appreciate you for hanging out with your guy today. It is your boy, Mark My Words. I'll see you on the flip side, homie.